I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry. I am sorry. I am. All right, I'm not.
Charlie Sheen, an actor and a versatile comedian of US origin. Sheen was born Carlos Erwin Estevez in 1965. Carlos is the son of a famous Hollywood actor, Martin Sheen. This video is about Charlie Sheen after the dramatic exit of Charlie Harper from 2.5 Men in 2011. Where is he now? Let's find out. Show business, as the word says it all. This industry is factually an area of show to do a business. The professionals of this industry are known by the public as celebrities or actors. It is said that the fans are always more radical than that person whom they are fans of. The face, the expressions, the personality, and above all, the person we watch on our multi-inch TV screens is different. While the person in his personal life is different. The TV person just acts while the real person reacts. Same thing happened with Charlie Sheen or Charlie Harper of 2.5 Men, as you know him. In 2011, during the 16th episode of 8th season of 2.5 Men, the role of evergreen and consistent Charlie Sheen simply ended. Rose took Charlie with her to England for a trip. When the first episode of season 9 on aired, fans started looking for their Charlie Harper. But the plot made a story about the death of Charlie Harper during her trip to England, where the angry Rose pushed Charlie in front of an incoming train at a subway. Charlie died.
So we say goodbye to Charles Francis Harper.
If we call Charlie Harper the oxygen of this TV series, that wouldn't be wrong. Although Walden Schmidt gave a promising push to the sitcom. But Charlie was always missed by his fans. Before moving on, if you are enjoying this video, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to us, as our team puts a real hard work to bring you best quality content. So let's move on. Where is Charlie Sheen now? In the start, we talked about being actor at big screen and reactor at home. The dramatic exit of Charlie from the sitcom was caused by being a reactor at the big screen.
I've spent, I think, close to the last decade converting your tin cans into pure gold. And the gratitude I get is this charlatan, clearly someone who believes he is above the law. Well, you've been warned, dude. Bring it.
During the period of 8 years at the sitcom, Charlie Sheen suffered 2 divorces and got 4 children as his responsibility. Charlie started reacting hard to the situation. It is reported that Charlie often had the panic attacks at the set of 2.5 Men. He had some fights with his co-workers and the producer, Chuck Lorre. The seemingly happy and jolly Charlie Sheen was suffering from panic attacks due to his personal life. Charlie started taking drugs, high alcohol consumption, and smoking.
Are there any drugs in this house?
If there
Put that down for a second.
If there are, you better find them and give them to me immediately.
In short, Charlie got out of control.
Not anymore. Winning.
As a result of the havoc that Charlie created, the 2.5-man studio advised him to go for a rehab. But Charlie refused to do so. According to Chuck Lorre, Charlie was fired from the sitcom due to his continuous misappropriate behavior, while his fans deny the claim and say that firing Charlie was totally based on Chuck's personal conflicts and differences with Charlie. After Charlie was fired, he reacted again and reacted wrong. He started abusing Chuck Lorre at his social media account. He released video messages defaming Chuck Lorre. Charlie started doing nonsense on social media. Can't really say what it was. Was it a mental illness? Was it a reaction to drug overdose? Or was he acting so on purpose? Well, this is one side of story. Let's see what Charlie has to say.
If Chuck Lorre is watching right now, I imagine he probably is.
He should be.
What do you want to say to him?
I actually have my questions right here. People are begging for an answer to these questions. Number one, why is it when I was ready to return to work, you told me there are no scripts ready to shoot? What would we have shot had you not ordered the suits into my home to shut down my party? Number two, and why is it you issued a decree informing me that the remaining 8 shows of season 8 had been reduced down to 4? Number three, when you were told that the crew would suffer gravely as a result of your dictatorial laziness, would you please explain what you meant by your statement, quote, "They are not my problem"? Accept me, Chuck.
Charlie defines this phase as meltdown that transformed into a melt forward. Charlie said that he was bored with all that drug and partying, and he wanted to get free of his addiction with the power of his mind. So he exploded. Sounds odd, right? Whatever it was. Nonetheless, it lost Charlie his role in 2.5 Men. He was replaced by Ashton Kutcher or Walden Schmidt.
Men, 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 manly men, 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 men.
That way, drug addiction reduced him from being a biggest TV star to 0. At the time when Charlie left 2.5 Men, he was the highest paid TV actor. He was making $2 million per episode. Then Charlie started a role in anger management. Charlie played a baseball player in it, who got his career ended due to anger issues. This event inspired him to become an anger management therapist. According to the reviews of that show, as Charlie got tired of his drugs and partying, people got tired of Charlie being Charlie. So, that show was not a success. Wasn't a big hit as promised. This show was pretty much a response and reflection to the issues which made him leave 2.5 Men.
You can't fire me. I quit. Think you can replace me with some other guy? Go ahead. It won't be the same. You may think I'm losing, but I'm not.
Too much Charlie. And allegedly, Charlie assaulted a dentist the same year. Did it really happen or not? If it did, can this behavior be justified? Was it right or wrong? Cannot say anything. You have to decide. In 2015, Charlie revealed that he is HIV positive. In his interview with Matt Lear at NBC's Today,
that I am in fact HIV positive.
he kept it a secret for 4 years.
How long have you known about this? When were you diagnosed?
Roughly 4 years ago.
Charlie says that he paid many people over 4 years to keep his HIV a secret.
4 years you have been trying to keep this secret. You have been the victim of betrayal and extortion. You told me that a lot of people have actually demanded money to stay silent.
That is true. Yeah, I've paid enough to bring it into the millions.
According to him, in 2011, he suffered from severe headache and migraines.
It started with what I thought based on this series of cluster headaches and insane migraines and sweating the bed.
Upon running the diagnostic tests, it came out as 3 hard words according to Charlie that are HIV.
I was emergency hospitalized. I thought I had brain tumor. I thought it was over. After a battery of tests and spinal taps, all that crap, boom. It's a hard 3 letters to absorb, you know?
Charlie says that it was a turning point in his life.
It's a turning point in one's life.
Then Charlie played a role in the movie 9/11 in 2017, which was not a successful movie. Critics say that it made Hollywood more of a Hollyweird.
We got an inferno on the North Tower on 90 and a...
I think we're under attack.
Charlie, who gave Hollywood some wonderfully acted movie like the blockbuster Platoon, Wall Street, The Rookie, an actor who was compared at his time with Tom Cruise, has reduced his career with the end like this. It's definitely so sad. Courtesy his drug and womanizing addiction, he got a second chance with the 2.5 Men after he saw his downfall in 1990s due to drug abuse, but he ruined it too. Ending the story, despite his long list of wrongs and crimes, we wish Charlie a recovery from HIV, and may God help him to spend this phase of his life constructively and end his journey of this world with some positive acts and vibes. Nevertheless, he made people laugh, and we must wish good for him being a human being. And now, in 2020, Charlie, being 55 years old, is spending his days at his Sherman Oaks house, where he is getting sober and fighting HIV. So, if you like this video about your favorite Charlie Harper, don't forget to like and share. Subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon for more updates. Thanks for watching.